Hey, this is just trying to catch something. Liking the turn, liking the little pull away from 4181 here. Had the nice. We've had positive divergence working all day. Um, the six, you've got it on the 610 as well. The 2585 or 2584. Uh, so that's what I'm looking at. Look for a push up. I'm really thinking that. The 1128 to 1125. If we can get a shove down to that area and get a big divergence going on some of these larger time frames, that we might have an opportunity to have a little bit of a swing here to test that failure on the on the daily. You can see it. Let's see. This line here, we got the failure last night. Nice little pullback into the fib number here, and then we've got a rotation down. You go 1-to-1 ratio. You're down there to the 1125 area, but I also have an area at 1128, 1128.3, somewhere around there. So that's what we're looking at. Just looking at the end of the day push here. Had a little step down. We're retracing each of these waves. Coming towards the end of the day, I am looking for a rotation back up to at least to the 60 to 76% area up in here. The 35 area, somewhere around there. But so I'm going to hold this and then go from there. Alright guys, I'm back. I got the fib number put in now. Kind of when I'm looking at the one from the opening range where we double topped this morning, which was probably the best shorting opportunity of the day, no doubt. You had, just to give you an idea of what you were looking at, you had rotation into 38. You hit the 23, tried to hit the 38, pull back into the 76% retracement of this move here at the open, straight up to the 38, right into here. Usually hits the 38, pulls back to the 23, and runs right back up into the 50, and then you find your failure. But it decided to do that a little earlier. You had your little 3-bar flat top, and then a push down. And that's where the ball started to roll today. It was really last night. Can't see it on this chart, but this last little push up was it. So we'll see where we go. Sorry I haven't been around. I'm still taking care of family issues, and I don't know when I'm going to be back. So we'll just play it by ear and go from there. Family's first, everything else second. I just wanted to catch something. We will get the 4181 is telling you that we will. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or the next day, but we've broken this up trend line here. It goes way back. Teetered with it yesterday, took it down, and they just dropped it completely. But what I'm looking for is we've got that nice bulge on the you see how it got separated bulge. Now it's snapping back and it's coming underneath. The band's pretty far apart. We are running out of time, so kind of curious to see how this thing plays out overnight. Volume sucks in the TF, so it's not something that you can really trade. But it's just come down and this be the heel, and it comes down and makes a nice foot. That would be something to give us a snap back up to, I'd say at least the 50%, at least the 38, but at least the 50%. So, you know, a nice 10 handle range probably. But I'm really hoping we get down to 25 first to let this develop a little bit better. You just have to be a little bit patient. I know that's easier said than done, of course. Let's see. The other time frame that's been working pretty well today, this is the 2584. Been teetering down here. I'll show you. If we can get separation, snap back, separation, so we're finally getting that shove that I was looking for. This first one, we never broke the downtrend line, so you know you couldn't say that we're changing trend just yet. But see, we just finally got one bar closed above. Now I'm believing any of these pullbacks should be able to be viable, but of course other stuff's going to have to fall in the line. But this is a nice start of this getting onto the rail here. Let's see, the 67.65. As you can see, I've got an area down at 28. We are starting to get some separation, but the bands are so far apart. So that could mean after this gets up in here, it could be some sideways movement in price before the band catches up, before it can do anything. Because really what you'd like to see here is a nice little bulge like you see here on the 4181, with the band really closer than this one actually, you know, down here, where when it turns, it won't be any resistance and we can just slam right on through. But you see that this one's going to take a while to pan out. I mean, it could be tomorrow and it could be Thursday. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, we've had the 1597 today. I mean, steadily positive divergence all day. Boom, 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 boom. But we've had a nice orderly sell-off, nothing extreme. I mean, it's extreme in price, but you know, it's not two great bars. You know, it just hadn't been just balls to the wall selling all day. Let that deleted. So that's something else I've been looking at. I mean, it's been building, and then, you know, this is when I decided to take the trade. When it finally came up, it made a little bull flag, held inside the band, and we started getting a push. So that's another thing that I've been watching for all day. And the same thing with the 987. I'll show that one too. Steadily building. Finally made that higher. Finally got enough stacked up around lunch that I was thinking we'd get a rotation up, you know, up in the 50% area, you know, somewhere up in the 37, 38 area. Let's see. The 610. I mean, we hit my target. Target was the 61% at 33.6. Just last night's move until the pivot today gave you the perfect target. They did hit it twice. You had a big bidder down here, over 100 something contracts right underneath. Was able to pop it, you know, 5-6 points. Then they rolled it back down, and they've been teetering with it. It came resistance, hit it. Now it's gotten above it. When we're getting a nice push, but we are coming into the zero line. We'll just have to see what the end of the day brings, and then we can go from there. Let's see the daily. Just looking, I've got a couple fibs on here. I've got a fib from the bottom to the top of the range, and from the first major pullback, which is the second bar in after the big sell-off down at 1092, and you've got a range here that it's coming into. You would have this low I was watching today, but it's these two fib numbers right here. So you've got a range, like I was saying, that 29.5 to 25, so 4-point range in here, which 25 will be down here into this these long wicks. But I want to see what it does here. I'm really hoping in the morning we get a little bit of a wash, and maybe we can get some foundation built here down at these openings and closes of these three bars here, and then we can, then we can see what we've got. Not saying that it's going to be perfect. I'm working just a little bit. I'm not doing a whole lot, in and out of taking my parents where they need to be, and hopefully the wife should be coming into town here this weekend, and then we can kind of decide what we're gonna do. Dealing with my parents I'm the youngest of three, so trying to get them taken care of. They're gotten a little bit older, and so we're having to deal with that. But that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say. I mean, that's what I'm looking at. I believe that we could get that rotation tomorrow, the next day, but I really hope that we get one more push down first to get the shorts really in the hole. I mean, I'm not saying that we're not going to go test. I mean, I've always been saying we're probably going to go test the lows of that spike down. So we will see. I'll pause it and come back. Alright guys, we're still here. I'm going to try to take, I'm just going to start piecing some of these off. Like you see the 4181 starting to just coming from underneath. So we'll get the shove up into this area for sure.
Order filled.
See if we can get the those two. Not.
Order filled.
There we go. Alright, I hope everybody's having a good week. I really think that most people ought to stay away from the market for a little while until things settle down, unless you've got a really solid game plan of what's going on. They will destroy your account, that's for sure. But I'm glad. Thanks for all the emails. I know everybody's wondering what's going on, but it is it's just personal issues, family issues that I'm having to deal with, and the wife's going to be bringing me some of my equipment. So I will be able to maybe do something, not real sure, because of the internet here is just pretty awful. Trying to get the speed and see if I can get it upgraded. I'll pause it and come back. Alright guys, hit the 38. Let me see. I've got a new microphone. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. It's the first time using this thing, so I'll show you. I showed you the 67, 65 all the way up. Okay, here's the 11,000. Say, do have some nice separation. Let's move into here. I'll show you the chart. A couple days ago was pretty much the telltale sign you had. You see, anytime you get the bulge on top, you know, you need to start being mindful of your lower time frames to see what numbers are coming up. You know, this is just a fib down I've got on here, but I guess this was the 17th. You had a separation pull in, and then a pop up into I can't remember what fib number it was, but there it was a number. Gave you the extension. Gave you a slam down that same afternoon, and it's just been down. We got the retracement yesterday, which retraced right into little separation into a bear flag right up underneath the 0 line, which is going to be resistance from coming underneath. Boom, and we've been down ever since. So be mindful of that. But we are separated pretty good. Like, you know, you can get separated. Waiting for it to show me a slowdown. It's doing it now. The BB's gotten closer together, but that's what I'm waiting on as a contributing factor of maybe when the bounce. Well, give you an idea when the bounce might happen. Here's the 17,000. See, we're pushing straight down. Same thing. Back here you had the separation, flattened out, had a retest and shoved right down. Same thing a few days ago. You had your final push. Got separated from the band. It was riding it real nice. Then it just got pulled away, and then snapped right back down in. Then the little retracement that we had here yesterday at the open sometime. There was your little bear flag, and then push right back down through the 0 line, through support, and it's been pushing. Well, it's been pushing all day and all late yesterday. So you know the down move was coming. All right, I'm still got this one here. I'm trying to see if we can get up into the up in this area. We've made it to the 37 area, but I was looking to see if we can get up in this area and go from there. Now it's going to be a longer video because I'm not going to be making that many until I figure out how I'm going to handle all this. But I just wanted to let y'all know I am alive and well. I'm just taking care of some issues that need to be taken care of. Alright guys, I guess that's about it. I think I've showed you pretty much everything. I am looking for a snapback. Maybe, like I said, I showed it to you, 10 points from here, and then we'll have to see how things set up. But I think they need to get people more short than they are now, which is gonna need to probably have a little bit more pain involved to get that going. So anyway, thanks for all the support and all the emails. Let's see. Net profit today's 258,480. I did have a loss on a trade of 17. I've got a profit factor ratio of 16 to 1. So not a bad day. Like I said, pay attention to the fibs, guys. Also, especially after a downturn here, look at the bounce. It couldn't even get above the 38% retracement. Then it gave you a sweet double top, at that 9 o'clock, that gave you an opportunity to have a tight stop if you chose, and then you've been pushed down. And then once that pivot, because these are equal highs, once that pivot was established, you just pull an extension and put your boundaries in, and every time the 610 makes a pivot, bring it down if you like, bring it down. But Any moves like this, special little bear flag, we're going to come down to the 61 at least. At least. You just have to be patient. I'm trying to think of what else, because I'm not sure if I'll make another video this week. And, anyway, everybody have a great day. I'm going to just hold on to this. I've got it below this, underneath this junk here. We won't be able to keep this. Might come down and bounce. We're getting some separation on 1597, but the 4181's making me excited right now. It just sucks that it's taken from 10:30, well, say 11 o'clock, all the way till now to get its mojo going, and makes it really difficult to trade. I don't like trading the afternoons, but I will have a little bit of more free time on my hands, considering I don't have anywhere to go. So everybody have a good day, be safe, and I hope to talk to y'all later.